sometimes my mind drift. Gotta be supernatural, you make it from down here. Hey, I lost the closest thing to my heart and almost drowned in tears. But granted, Liz, I'm still standing. I would never hide in fear. I stand bold on these 10 toes.
Partaking the fake laughing. I'll just play.
All right, we go ahead and partake in this fake laughing right now.
That's it. What's going on, people? What's going on? You're now back on with 478 popping off.
Popping off.
All
What
right.
it do? What it do?
That's
I'm
it.
Princess Lachelle, and who are you?
I be Gerard.
All right, and who we got in the building?
Hey, I be Gerard too.
Oh man.
Nah, man, the Slum Child, man, checking in. What's happening with y'all?
That's what it's do. So today we're gonna bring y'all a lot of trending topics, community news, hot music from this G right here, and what else? A lot of things that we want to talk about because
That's it.
hey, that's how we're gonna do.
Say
So,
that.
yeah, everything is popping off in the 478.
I swear sometimes my mind drift. Gotta be supernatural, you make it from down here. Hey, I lost the closest thing to my heart and almost drowned in tears. But granted, Liz, I'm still standing. I would never hide in fear. I stand bold on these 10 toes. Said I was gonna do it and I did it. Niggas talk, but I'm never moved by their opinions. I make music for those that love the culture. Women that's in tune with they culture. And all the go-getters that made it over. I do this for the forgotten city of Macon, Georgia. They wrote us off as Otis Redding, but the wait is over. Heat rock after heat rock. I turn to Charles Manson when the beat drop. I'm a different type of beast, doc. And I believe in power of the tongue. Chose my name to show my dogs that you can rise up from these slums. See, we really come from nothing. The Met boys, they call us country bumpkins. But we bout to pipe up in your fucking function. Ayy, I paid my dues in this shit, man. Trouble all around me, I'm just cruising as I switch lanes. And I ain't never did no goofy shit to get fame. Stayed down with the mission, now I'm getting a little change. Hey, I'm all gas, no brakes, yeah. Yeah, I'm all gas, no brakes, yeah. I'm all gas, no brakes.
All right, so y'all are back with the 478 popping off, and Billie Slum and me, of course, and Gerard. So let's go ahead and get all into this album, y'all. This album is called Supernatural, because you know what? It's super.
Yes.
And I got natural.
dope.
I got natural hair weave in my hair, but I don't know how much it's gonna be, you know, with that. But okay, but anyways, it ain't about me, it's about you. So in this album, I know you feature a lot of artists. And it's some really, really good artists.
It's not really a lot.
I mean, it's a lot. Most people for the album, they may have, yeah, I'm throwing punches in there, right? But but some of them only have like one person. But you know, you got Android 87, you got OG Wolf, which we got the socks on his, okay? You even got your pops.
I got
Come
my
on,
pops
pops.
on the album, man.
Come
Yeah.
through, pops.
What's up?
Gang, gang. All right. So, you even got Goody Supreme and Black Pearl and Shag. Now,
Flacco Torres also.
Flacco Torres.
and Flacco, yes, Flacco.
Amy Key. Shout out Amy Key.
Yes.
Amy Key.
On the family tree.
She got a great voice.
Yes.
I love her voice. It's so smooth.
So
Feel like I could drink some good old wine with that and listen to y'all song. But you know.
Shout out Amy Key.
So go ahead and tell us, how did you come up with your name, Billie Slum? I mean, I'm pretty sure people want to know about it.
Yes.
I've been asked this question before, and the answer is simple, but it's not. Myself and Wolf, we started out together in a group called the Underland.
Underland, okay.
Yeah, and so we always wanted to be like the down south version of like Wu-Tang.
Got it.
And so me, I never had a rap name. My nickname is Greedy, so that's what everybody in my neighborhood calls me. Everybody calls me Greedy.
Greedy?
Yeah.
I mean, greedy as in hungry?
Yeah.
Or greedy for the money?
My grandmama started that name, so I was greedy like a girl.
Little Greedy, get over here, Little Greedy.
She used to call me Greedy Good, actually. That was the whole name, Greedy Good.
That's what's up.
So anyway, that was like a neighborhood nickname, and when I got into music and really like put myself out there, I never had an official name. But if you know anything about Wu-Tang, they all had aliases. So Method Man was Johnny Blaze.
Yes.
Raekwon was Lex Diamond. And you know, so on and so forth. RZA was Bobby Digital, all that. So we decided we were gonna be the southern version of that. So we wanted to have like southern, like hood type of name. You know what I'm saying? So Wolf called himself Jim Dandy, Billy Bob Hawkins, 6'4", which is the third member of the other lane. He called himself Bobby J Hooker, and I just came up with Billie Slum, and it stuck.
Cool.
So it's simple as that.
What's Tell us a little more about your album coming out, Supernatural.
Supernatural. Somebody asked me what number project it is of mine. I don't know. I'll be honest. I did like countless mixtapes and group projects and projects. I don't know. I think it's like number 8 or 9, like solo official, like solo project. And
so you just started now?
yeah. I just started like yesterday in my basement.
Yesterday about 3 p.m.
Yeah. I just figured out, yesterday I want to do this.
So like with the creative process of this album, like how do you get into that zone? Do you like sit on the toilet and write your music, or do you like be at a restaurant, say hey bring me my food, and then you go down and write down some lyrics? Like how you do that?
Nah, I just experience, man. It's just experience inspires me. Like whatever I'm going through inspires. I put if you know anything about me and my music, I put what I'm actually going through in my music. So.
Yeah, it actually sounds like you just be talking to us. I'm like,
and when I get
felt that.
Yeah, and like when I get that itch, and it's just I just gotta have to get it out. That's like my therapy. That's like my release for whatever it is I'm going through, whether I'm happy or angry or sad. If I put it on wax, then it's kind of a relief for me.
Okay.
That's dope.
I can dig that.
And to touch on that, I know you said your creative process is going on what you touch on. I mean, what you experience rather. It's a song on there that I like.
Pervert type of what I'm touching on.
Oh man. Nope.
I mean that's a part of it too. What I'm touching on.
Yes. Very important.
That's very important.
Well, no, like you said, the experiences you're going through. You got you have a track on there called "Something Out of Nothing." I definitely like that one.
Right.
Can you tell us a little more about how you came about that one?
Well, shout out to producer EC. EC is actually from the country of Grenada. Yeah, that's in the Caribbean.
You gotta roll your tongue with that.
Grenada. Yeah. It's a Caribbean island. I visited most of the Caribbean, but not Grenada yet. So we planning to actually hook up. So we got a joint project coming too. So I'll bring that on later. But we'll get into that later. I probably shouldn't have said that right then. But
you don't want to spill too much.
Yeah, he actually reached out to me on Instagram. Said, hey man, I came across your music and I like it. Can I send you some tracks?
Okay.
And he sent me the beat and I sat on it for a while and I just kind of, what can I talk about? And and this is before I even really had the album title. And I'm the type of person I just let the music talk to me. So I just started jotting and that's kind of what came out.
Cool.
I like it.
Now let's speak about this island because I know you can do a really really good accent. Can you say something? Yeah,
man. Yeah, man. That's like a Mexican and Jamaican one.
Yeah, mix. It's a little bar right there. A little bar.
Yeah.
Now I know that you write your songs, right? I want to know how fast does it take you to write a song? Like, can you write a song in like 20 seconds?
It depends.
2 minutes?
It depends on how the mood hit me. Sometimes it can be 15 minutes. Sometimes it can be an hour. Sometimes it can be all day. It just depends. Sometimes I'll do I'll do a verse and a hook, and I'll come back to it and do another verse. Or sometimes I'll lay something down because it hits me right then, and I'm like,
Okay.
For instance, City Lights was a song that was supposed to have a feature on it. That feature, it ended up not happening. And I was just like, man, should I even put this on the album? And I kept listening to it. I was like, I got more I can say. So I just finished it up. So that song had actually been sitting for like maybe about a month or two.
Cool. Well, speaking of City Lights, we're going to go ahead and let our listeners, our viewers, our people that's tuned in, go ahead and check out City Lights by Billie Slum.
It's alright.
It's alright.
My partner spot got hit the other day. He say I can't let up and came back harder. Ain't no other way. R.I.P. to Kobe, we keep that Mamba mentality. And R.I.P. to Nipsey, forever keeping that strap with me. But even then, you gotta play your cards, cause ain't no guarantee these bitch niggas be posing like your homies and your faculty. I'm trying to stay sane, blowing Jane just to ease my mind. Going hard for years while niggas act like they ain't see my grind. Stay low, keep bustin'. Motto that I live by. Still get money, still fly. Product still fire. Took so many losses in this shit, but never did cry. Kept applying pressure, forever reppin' that field side. I've been making plays on the city lights. Trying triple what I made on the city lights. I've been 10 toed down, trying to get it right. And it don't stop, and it don't stop. Hey, I had to work my move on the city lights. I will ride with that tool on the city lights. I've been 10 toed down, trying to get it right. And it don't stop, and it don't stop. I stopped depending on niggas, had to get it myself. Never had to run for no backup, always with it myself.
Welcome back, everybody, to 478 Popping Off.
Popping out.
We've got our special host here. I mean, a special guest, rather.
Oh, he hosted too.
He is. He's natural. He's at home. Brother here, Billie Slum. And,
with the album Supernatural.
That's it.
You know, Supernatural.
And speaking of this awesome album and how we do cover the community on here, we're definitely big on that for sure. We wanted to discuss one of the tracks you have called You Say, Supernatural. It definitely brings together everything that you talk about on your album. It's like it kind of brings like
it's like a nucleus.
Exactly.
Like a nucleus.
Exactly.
If you notice, I put it kind of in the middle, so it's like purposely.
It's perfect
up.
right there. Yeah, definitely. And it's encouraging from what I got from it, anyways. And that's one thing I do like about music. It's art, so it can always be interpreted different from everyone. But you're encouraging people to get more involved in the community, stay up and support one another. And the verses that you're talking about are going against, killing and harming your own people in your own community.
Right.
So, you can tell us a little more about that.
So, first and foremost, I don't want to sit up here like I'm like overly self-righteous. That's not what I'm on. 'Cause at one point in time, I was a part of the play that's like polluting the minds of our youth. So I take full ownership of that. But as you grow and as you evolve and you elevate, and your mind changes about certain concepts and things, you have to kind of. I don't feel like it's an artist's responsibility to teach your kids, but I think I do feel like if you have like a following, you do have somewhat of a
they need
obligation,
to
you know what I'm saying, to teach people.
Definitely.
And I don't want to come across preachy, but I feel like kids or people respond to music versus somebody in a pulpit shaking a Bible at you or something like that.
That is so true.
The way kids' minds are, they consume the music, and it's ironic that this song is playing now. It's just about I think one of the keys to us saving ourselves is building our own community from within. Like I talk about, if you need goods, you come to me. I remember like this neighborhood we're not actually in. Well, I guess this is still technically considered the Pleasant Hill area, the Pleasant Hill district. So I remember when I was little, and my grandparents lived in Pleasant Hill. They had like all the community stores you can walk to, and
the
they would,
stores.
if you can get eggs or milk or something. It was a black-owned store on both ends of
It still is down here.
street. Yeah. So you got one still there, but one is closed in a little fort, and then there was another one over at the end of 3rd Avenue, I believe. So long story short, it was all these local stores that were in the communities, and our people supported those establishments, and I think we need more of that in today's society. Not necessarily like stores, but anything. Anything. I don't care what it is—a grocery store, a shoe store. If you have
selling socks.
Yeah, anything. We should support our own.
Draws out here, clean draws.
We quick to flock to other people and their brands and whatever, and we make them $1 gajillion every year with our spending power, but we frown upon our own people when they have businesses, and we talk about them. We put an unrealistic expectation on our own business owners. Not saying that some of us we do some janky work now. I'm not taking up for those people, but we do have an unrealistic expectation of people who are small business owners versus like your big chain stores. You don't go in there and try to negotiate their prices.
Not at all.
You know what I'm saying? And things of
get
that nature. So I just feel like, if you say that you want us to live forever, that's the hook. You say you want to live forever. And what I mean by that is you say you want our people to flourish and our legacies to continue. And you say that you're supernatural and you have this power, but you don't really know who you are. You don't know the power. You don't really understand the power that you have, because if you did, our connection would be much more stronger than it is right now. Versus everybody tearing each other down on from social media to just anything. We always talking down on our own, and it's like self-hate is like a running rampant, man. I'm sorry, I got on the tangent.
No, you good. No, you good. You gotta
that
speak.
needed to be said.
Right, you got a voice. So since you got a voice and a following,
I was originally singing that hook, and I was like, it ain't got enough soul in it. So I went and got Amy Key. Shout out to Amy Key, and she murked that. You know, she brought it to her on another level, and she killed it, man.
Cool.
Definitely.
Well, we're gonna go ahead and continue, but right now, I want y'all to go ahead and check out some more music. Matter of fact, I want you to go ahead and check out Dreams, because we need to be talking about dreams and everything else. 478 popping off.
This one's for you.
Peace, Sprite. Peace, Sprite.
I no longer care about that race to be relevant. Not complacent or settling. I'm creating a legacy, so my name will forever be associated with greatness. See how far we can take this. From on the block working late shift to rocking on some of the biggest stages. And I might not be on your radio station, but I'm in heavy rotation with tastemakers and gangsters. And it started with a thought. See, that's the power of the mind. You determine your success. Don't let your power be defined by small minds. Cause I've been at it for a long time, and I'm still a beast with the verse, and still in the streets with the merch, clocking daily. I'm just minding the business that pays me, walking in that same passion I had since I was a baby.
Everything's gon' be alright, so keep your head high. No one left behind, cause we family. I know when you're by my side, we can touch the sky. No limit to this hustle, keep grinding. By any means, I got your back. I stay down, never feel alone, even when I'm not around. Don't sleep on your dreams, baby.
All right. We are back. 478 popping off with our guest, Billie Slum. So we're going to go ahead and continue talking about this awesome album, Supernatural.
Yes, great.
Let's go ahead and get into about your pops. Now, that is so cool to have your pops on your album. Is this the first time on your album?
Yeah.
Come on through, Pops.
I asked him to do it. I honestly didn't know what he was going to say. I called him and said, hey, man, would you like to do like a... speak on my album? He's like, what you want me to do? I said, I don't know, man. Just say whatever supernatural means to you. And come to find out, my pops is a brilliant writer.
Awesome.
He shared a lot of stuff that he's written with me. First of all, he pulled up to the studio like a professional. It was so funny, man. He pulled up. He just pulled up and whipped out with a notebook. He got a bunch of stuff written. He's like, I wonder if this is too long. I got a couple paragraphs.
Oh, he was ready.
Yeah, he pulled up ready. I said, man, just do whatever you feel. And
that's dope.
he laid it like one take, and I was like, okay, all right. And then he said,
I
want to share some stuff with you that I wrote, and it just turned into like a long conversation after the studio session, and I just learned a lot about him that I didn't know, and a lot about that side of my family that I didn't know. So I mean, the Most High has a way of bringing everything full circle, whereas you maybe didn't have those tight-knit relationships. And this is not to say anything negative, because we passed all that. But now that I'm an adult, and me and him, we on another level. And
this is a new bond.
Yeah, we have a new bond. Yeah, it's like I'm learning him, he's learning me, like all over again, man.
Sometimes music and writing brings you together.
It's a beautiful thing, man. I just I'm thankful for it, the whole experience, because I'm Supernatural's also allowed me to just release a lot of stuff, not only musically, but just like a lot of stuff in my life that I was holding on to, and
we can tell.
It's just like
it's in there.
Yeah, it's just like
you can hear.
A lot of stuff I just let go. Like, it is what it is. It's a new day.
And touching on that also, I like to piggyback on that. Like, I heard you say how your dad came to the studio and he came up professional. He came with a book. He came. That in itself shows he had respect for you.
Yeah.
So
and
how does that make you feel, knowing that that's kind of how he views you? Yes. Exactly.
Like I said, man, he just told me after, like, it turned into like maybe an hour plus conversation after the fact, after he recorded, and we just talked about so many things. He's like, man, I just want you to know that I'm proud of you. And I was like, word.
That's awesome.
He's like, man, I see everything that you're doing, and it kind of took me back. He's like, I just want you to know I'm proud of you, man. I see everything that you're doing, and how you do for your children, and how you want to have something in life, and I'm just proud of that. I tell everybody. Like, that's what's up, man. Like, so to know that my pops is out there, talking about me in a positive way, whereas, I'll be honest, I haven't always said the most positive things about him. A lot of stuff comes out of hurt.
But 2020, you are.
Yeah. But like I said, God comes around and makes things full circle. And I'm proud of the relationship that we establishing right now.
That's awesome.
Because we didn't always have that. And I learned a lot about my grandpops which lets me know, like, even, well, first of all, my dad is, you know, he does a lot of writing. He can sing, you know.
He's gonna be writing more for your next albums, right?
Yeah, I don't, maybe if he wants to, you know. So it's like I said, it's a lot of stuff that I'm learning, and found out my grandpa was. I mean, I knew my granddad was an entrepreneur, but like some of the other stuff that he did, it's like, man, that kind of sound like my life. So you just find out like why a lot of the patterns and stuff that you
It's in your blood.
Yeah,
your DNA.
For lack of better words, a lot of the stuff. He was a hustler, you know. He,
Entrepreneur.
I mean, he was an entrepreneur. Yeah, some stuff legal, some stuff illegal. Yeah, you know.
He did it very legal.
I just learned. Well, yeah, he did it very legal. I mean, he's passed away now, so it's like the statute of limitations is way gone. But, you know, what they gonna do? Dig him up and lock him up, you know. And R.I.P. to grandpas, man. But I just learned a lot of stuff that kind of is in me naturally, and I never knew where these things come from. This drive comes from, man.
Definitely.
Cool.
Yeah.
But I definitely love the energy. I love everything that you said about your pops and how he's on there. I love this whole album, Supernatural, by the way. Vibes. I got a vibe to everything. The whole album is a vibe, by the way.
Thank you.
I mean, you know, you can drink
You ain't
to it.
just saying that
Smoke
because
to
I'm
it.
here, right?
It got soul in it.
Just put it out there.
I'm gonna wait till he leave, then I'm gonna go ahead and talk about him.
Okay, all right.
But the whole album is really, really dope. I know they can go ahead and catch you on Spotify.
Yeah,
they got you
everywhere.
on Tidal, Amazon, MP3 Music. They got you
Yes.
everywhere. You can Google. I mean, if you want to go ahead and say, hey Google, play Billie Slum, and it'll
You
play.
can do
Literally
that.
Flooding the streams. It's an awesome album.
Thank you, man.
It's something on there for everybody. Everybody can
I got a
relate
question
to
for you though,
every
man.
line.
Where you get that dope ass shirt from? Man?
I don't know. Some chump gave it. They were giving them out on the highway. I do have something to do today.
Yeah, man.
No, man. Actually, yeah. I don't know if y'all can see the shirt.
Time,
here, but
money, and dedication.
Yeah,
yes,
man.
this brother here is
had
this
to
is
plug
actually his
myself.
line here. Yeah.
Had
I
to
meant to
plug
ask you that also. Time,
Yeah,
money, and
man.
dedication. Where did that come from?
That's actually my previous album, but it's also a mantra that I kind of live by. You know, anything you want in life requires time, requires money, and requires dedication. So it's more than an album. It's just like a way of life, man. So I just use that and put it into my clothing. Like even like if you see the designs on my website, slumchild.store, by the way.
Hello.
I got Dope Vibes, and Dope Vibes is now a song on Supernatural if you
Got
pay
it.
attention. So everything kind of intertwines. So I have
That's smart.
an agenda when I
Well,
do stuff like
I
that.
don't really have no time. I don't really have no money. I got little dedication.
Hold on. Let me correct you on that. Be careful what you speak.
Okay, let me go ahead and I got all the time in the world to make things better. I don't know what they're gonna make better, but yeah, I got money.
You got money coming even if it's not in your hand right now.
Hello, how you doing?
Yeah.
And I got dedication because we're gonna go ahead and dedicate to all these men who feel
it.
some type of way because they woman making more money
comes
than
in
that.
time with dedication.
But we're gonna go ahead and wrap this thing up.
Yes.
Thank you so much.
Thank y'all,
Billie
man.
Slum,
This was fun,
on
man.
this thing, my Jane, you jive tuck it.
Suckers.
Yeah, man. Shout out to the cameraman. He kept telling me to shut up, man. That's some bullshit. Nah, man. Shout out to y'all. I appreciate y'all having me for real.
So, thank you for coming, brother.
Yes, 478 popping
Popping off.
off.